Everybody, welcome. It's Brian here from TV Training. How are you all doing? How are you coping? Are you all okay? Are you going bonkers yet? I'm going a bit bonkers. Um, you'll have to let me know some of the Netflix that I think I've watched all of it. I finished it pretty much. But if you've got anything that's really good, then let me know because obviously I've got loads of time to do Netflix and Amazon Prime and goodness knows what else. But anyway, thank you for joining me here on a live thing, Facebook and YouTube and goodness knows what else. How exciting. I am going to be talking about, what am I going to, Carl, yes, always bonkers, good. I'm going to be talking about how to make sure that when you're shooting at home, when you're filming at home, that you're doing it right and you're not making any little silly mistakes. I'm also going to be talking about how to come across effectively on whether you're doing a live event like this, whether you're pre-recording, if you're a performer, a TV presenter, then of course, more and more these days, people are asking you to film at home, to self-shoot, and in this sort of weird lockdown time that we've got at the moment, everything is being filmed at home. So we'll cover how to make sure you're coming across effectively when you're filming at home. And then I am going to talk a little bit about setting up your YouTube channels, finding a bit of work and getting some bits and pieces going so that you're using this time to your absolute advantage. Tiger King. I haven't seen it. Well, I saw a bit of Tiger King. I'm getting distracted. This is Callum. Callum, you're a wrong one. Tiger King. I didn't get it. Did anybody get Tiger King? It was, I don't know, it's just weird. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today, about coming across effectively on the screen and making sure that what you're filming at home is good. So first thing I'm going to mention, hi James. First thing I'm going to mention is when you are filming these things, just like I was at the start here, I was messing around with my phone there. To make sure that I've got it on what's called landscape. So it's wide like your TV screen. So unless you are actually filming something like Instagram, which is when you have the phone in the normal way you use it when you're on a call, you want to put your phone to landscape. That's what we used to. That's what fits the boxes better on YouTube and Facebook and all these things. So get yourself a tripod if you're using your phone, because otherwise it's wobbling around and, there's nothing worse than, you just, I do it when I'm talking to my mum. I can forgive my mum. She's 90, but she gets the iPad and I just see the ceiling and then it's wobbling and I see her slippers and I'm looking out the window. But so get a really nice tripod. It doesn't have to be a nice one. Cost 15 quid, and make sure that you get that landscape shot. What else do we need to think about? Now, when you're filming, try to have a think about what is behind you when you're actually filming, because I have seen so many, and I'm sure you guys must have seen loads of this as well, even on the BBC News and stuff like that. You see people, they're sat right over their laptop. They're sort of like that. And you're looking up their nose, or they're looking down at you, and it's just dreadful. Try and get your eye line pretty much in line with that lens. It's dead simple. And use what we call as well, just to give it a slightly nicer look, something that we call the rule of thirds. So if you look at my shot, my eyes are 3/4 of the way up the page, and I am 3/4 of the way over, or a third from that side and 2/3 from that side, and eyes 2/3 of the way up. It's just a better shot than I was watching the news, like, I don't know, this morning or the other day, and literally the shot was that. It was just, just this weird head at the bottom of the screen. So think about all these, what's behind you and how you're looking on the screen there. Okay, Alexandra, hello there. You're writing down all these tips. Great to see you. And Neo, good to have you joining us as well. So what's behind you as well is important, because so many times people, what they'll do is they'll have a window behind them. Now, you can see a window in my mirror here, but I've closed the shutter there, because what I don't want is a really strong light source behind me. If that is really strong behind me, then what happens? the cameras adjust their aperture, the exposure, to try and accommodate for this great big light source coming from behind you. And of course, then you go really, really dark and you're in shadow. So make sure that you've got the windows are actually in front of you. So I've got a window which is open here, and it's in front of me, and hopefully this lighting is pretty good and you can see all my wrinkles and all my blemishes and all the horrible bits as well. But the point is you can see my face, and that helps with that communication. Hiya, Alex, looking for a phone tripod. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to talk about a few more bits and pieces that you can use for shooting at home. The easiest thing to do, if you're wondering where all this equipment is and you don't want to be hunting around for it, is simply go to my website. It's tvtrainingacademy.com, tvtrainingacademy.com, and on the More button, if you go down there, the list, you'll see one of the pages is equipment for self-shooting. Now on there, there's actually a couple of PDF downloads. They're absolutely free. And there's also loads of links to different bits of equipment that I use that works for me. So there's things like microphones for cameras, microphones for phones, there's tripods, there's lights. Well, I hope you're doing okay during this weird time. Can't wait to see you after lockdown. We go back to that BBC cafe, shall we? BBC canteen, and have a lunch there. Those were the times, weren't they, when we could get out and do stuff. It was lovely. So where was I? I was talking about, oh yeah, what's behind you. Make sure that it's darker behind you and the light is washing over you. Obviously, before you start any of these things, we've seen it on TV before, haven't we? We've seen sort of somebody run in with a toddler or a cat and then somebody chase it and take it out. So just have a quick word with everybody who's in the house. Make sure that there's nothing going on, that there's bedlam and stuff like that, especially if you're going to be streaming live on TV of any sort. You don't want that sort of something. Hi, it's Jackie Sampson. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. I'm only catching a few of these comments because they're whizzing past. So if I miss a comment, do forgive me. I'm not ignoring anybody on purpose, but there's comments coming and going. So if I miss them, I do apologize. But it's great to have your company. Thanks for joining us. So when we are filming, then have it nice and still. Have a good sound source. Now, if you're doing like an audition or casting, and that's happening more and more often these days, we're being asked to cast at home, then it's really worth just making sure that you've actually got a decent mic. And it's also worth doing that if you're putting up a YouTube channel as well, because people are very forgiving generally. If the picture quality isn't great, that's okay. We can get away with that. But if the sound is dreadful, if it's really echoey, tinny, and it's crackly, or there's that, sometimes you get that like underlying hiss that is just in the background and you have to struggle to hear. People don't want to watch that for very long. They tend to get fed up pretty quickly. So again, if you're using a Zoom perhaps, or if you're on a laptop or anything like that, get a USB mic. A USB mic's really worth its weight in gold. You can then, especially, I mean, some people are doing like yoga sessions or fitness sessions on Zoom and that sort of stuff. And if you're at the other side of the room and you're shouting, then it's a bad quality sound. So these microphones you can either pin to your lapels, or you can take right back and have them dead close to you, which means lots more of this to actually invest in that mic. Once again, go to tvtrainingacademy.com, go to the More button on the top menu, and down there you'll find equipment for self-shooting. It's all listed there. You can have a look, browse around and find the stuff. It's all there so you can see. I've seen a few of Brian's live and Zoom meetings. He's incredible. Oh, that's nice. I don't know who said that. Who said that? It's so kind of you. It just sort of disappeared off the top when I was reading it, and I missed your name, but that's so kind. Hi, Kerry. Kay. Okay, good. So microphones, sound quality, really important there. You've got to make sure that is right before you do anything, because people just will not. Okay, not getting sound or moving vision. Is there any replay of this session? Well, there will be. You're not getting any sound, or I think I am. Everybody else can hear me, can't they? Yeah, I'm sure they can. They would have said by now they can't. Okay, so that's just very basic. Just check out as well that what you're wearing isn't messing up the shot as well. Tight stripes, they're not good. Not too fussy in the background. Anything that's too fussy, we want the focus to be on you. And so make sure that there's nothing distracting. I've seen like bookshelves behind people, and what happens is I just start reading the books to see what sort of books they like and stuff like that. And then I think, oh, I wasn't listening to what that person was saying. So make sure that there's nothing there too distracting, so that your audience just looking at you and listening to what you're saying. Okay, so that's basic shooting. As I said, you can go to that website page, and there's 2 PDFs you can download absolutely free of charge, guys. And there's nothing weird and no trace of spider googly things attached. I don't even know what they are, how I do it. They're just simple PDFs that you can download, and it's got all the tips and techniques for self-shooting to make sure that what you're doing is good. Okay, that's the first bit. Next thing then, let's look at you as your communication. Now, there's a few of you who have joined who I've worked with before. So you guys already know this, which is brilliant. But if you haven't worked with me before, or perhaps you're new to actually talking to a video camera, then there's a couple of things that you can do to really make sure that you're coming across effectively. Now, the first thing, the most important thing, is to actually look. Oh, goodness. It's just boring, isn't it? So just look like you're interested in whatever it is you're talking about. Make sure, first of all, that you know what you're talking about. Never go on these things, especially if you're doing a live,